It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I just did the Magic Rock Telepathy from ASDA. I was trying to work out the 4 for 3 deal for, as it was £3 a can. Buy 4 cans, you only pay for 3. And I was standing here, I was racking my brain trying to work out the price. In the end, I thought I'm going to go and ask Alexa. So I went and asked Alexa. It works out, it's £2.25 a can. The reason why I mention it, all of this before the review, is that I've now picked up another beer, of course, from ASDA, and this is their Siren Glowing Embers Red IPA. So on a 4 for 3 deal, this is £2.25 a can. 4.7% ABV, 440 millilitre can. I like a red ale. I like a red IPA. I'm quite excited by this. Quite excited. So new beers into ASDA. New beers into ASDA, fantastic. £2.25 a can. Or if you just want to buy 1 can, of course, it's £3. Let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. A little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. So why do I like red ales? Why do I like red IPAs? Well, on a personal level, and from my previous experience with drinking this type of beer, I like the fact that the red, kind of the darker malts that they use in the beer clash with the hops, and that clash that occurs in the glass produces fantastic toffee malt flavours, biscuity breadiness, and then a fantastic hoppy finish. And I just, for my own taste buds, for me personally, I think it's a terrific example of beer. I think this is great, this is great, this is great, I want to drink more of it. So when I seen this in ASDA, I picked up a can, first and foremost, but if this is really good, for £2.25 a can, I'll probably be buying this all the time on a 4 for 3 deal. It's almost sounding like this video was sponsored by ASDA. Absolutely not. I bought this beer with my hard-earned money. I'm just mentioning it because there's hope here for me. There's big hope that this could be really, really good. And I'll buy it all summer long. All summer long. As long as it's good, I'll buy it. 4 for 3, perfect price. One finger slightly off white head. It's a very dark coloured beer. You could probably call this a dark mild. They call it a red IPA, but it's very much, it's darker than a red IPA, this. It's almost looking like a porter or a stout. There is a red hue. There's definitely a red hue. If you look around the bottom of the glass, there's definitely a red hue going on. But you could mistake it for a stout or a porter or a dark mild. Good carbonation. Let's get the aroma. Yes, yes, it's doing exactly what I wanted to do. It's got the aroma of a little bit of roasted, kind of almost not quite roasted malts. They're not quite roasted malts. But more of a dark, bready, biscuity, nutty aroma, but then with some kind of marmalade-like aromas, some marmalade, mixed fruit jam, tangerine flavours. It smells terrific. Very kind of like a deeper citrusy aroma, like more kind of like fleshy blood oranges coming through. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It's not bad. It's complex. It's complex, which I want from the beer. I want the complexity. I'm getting the complexity of the beer. I'm getting that kind of deep earthiness, that breadiness. A little bit of pipe tobacco smoke. A bitterness from that kind of dark malt coming through, but a bitterness then coming through from the hops used in the beer. It's very orangey and marmalade-y. It really is a big orangey kind of marmalade-y type beer. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it too. It's sort of rich, creamy, rich, kind of malty backbone of a body to the beer. Nice creamy mouthfeel from the malts used in the beer. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like the... It's got that kind of... It's got that IBU about it. It's got that kind of slightly high IBU where they throw a load of hops in the boil kettle and you get that kind of bitter, lovely bitterness on the back end of the beer. Kind of like an old school red IPA. And the brewer needs to put some hops in the boil, especially with a red beer, a red IPA, because there's so much of a big, bold malt character to begin with. Not so much sweet, but more a boldness from that malt, a very kind of strong flavour from that malt. But then you've got that balance of the bitterness on the back end. It's citrusy, it's kind of orange peel, spicy and peppery on the back end, but then it has that lovely bitterness. It's a good beer. Question is, and it's the question I started the review with, is this a beer that I would buy a lot of your 4 for 3 deal? Would I pop down to my local ASDA and pick up these if I was going to fire up the barbecue, which I love to do? I think I would mix and match it. I think I would buy a couple of, maybe a decent Pilsner. I picked up another beer, I'll show you, I picked up another beer. So ASDA have launched some new beers, Siren, Magic Rock, 4 Pure. I picked up this 4 Pure cold matured for 40 days lager from 4 Pure. And it's 5.1% ABV. If that's a good beer, if that's a good beer, then I think I would buy a couple of these red IPAs and a couple of the lagers. And I think for £2.25, drinking a decent lager and a decent red ale, yeah, that's going to work for me. That's going to work for me. I don't think... Now, I've drunk red IPAs in the past where I can drink it all night. I can drink 4, 5, 6, 7 cans of it. I don't think I'm there with this beer. I don't think... I could drink 2. I could definitely drink 2, but I don't think... I think I'd be getting a bit fed up after 2. Whereas there's been other red beers before, red IPAs, and I could drink it till the cows come home. But on this occasion, I'd have 2 cans and that'd be my lot, I think. So, a beautiful red IPA built with a host of rich specialty malts. I'm not going to argue with that. We've used Simcoe, Amarillo and Centennial hops for some balance in bitterness, resinous pine, juicy berry and zesty orange notes. 4.7% ABV. It's a decent beer. It's a decent beer. The fact that I would buy for this 4 for 3 deal that ASDA offer, the fact that I would buy 2 cans of it in my local shop is testament to the beer. It's good. Testament to the beer. I'm going to say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I would buy it again. I would drink 2 cans of it, but I wouldn't necessarily want to drink it all night. And that's where your 9 out of 10s and your 10 out of 10s come, where you could quite happily drink it for a long, long time, you know, till the cows come home. So a big session on it type of thing. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.